In my last video, I reported that Justice Antonin Scalia, the first Italian-American to sit on the Supreme Court, passed away at the age of 79 due to natural causes in his sleep after quail hunting, leaving a divided Supreme Court and a huge opportunity for President Obama to put a third justice on the bench during his time as president. I think the person that President Obama should pick to replace Justice Scalia should be Sri Srinivasan. Sri Srinivasan is 48 years old. He currently sits on the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, same as Justice Scalia. In fact, many of the current members of the Supreme Court, prior to being appointed to sit on the Supreme Court, were on the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. Sri Srinivasan was placed on the D.C. Circuit by President Obama May 24th of 2013. Get this, even though he's a Democrat, Sri Srinivasan clerked for a Republican judge, and then, of course, the Republican Sandra Day O'Connor. He also defended Jeffrey Scalia, the co-founder of Enron, and managed to eke out what, for all practical purposes, was a win in a situation that I thought was actually impossible for Scalia to get any kind of victory at all. Srinivasan is a graduate of Stanford. He also received his business and law degree from down there on the farm. If he's appointed, he would have, very much like Scalia, a first. He would be the first Indian American ever appointed to the Supreme Court. That's right, the first. He would also, just shy of about 2 years or so, be very close to the time that Scalia was on the D.C. Circuit before he made it to the Supreme Court. They also are considered giants in their field, and Srinivasan has argued up to, I believe, last year, 25 cases before the Supreme Court. And he is regarded as a sound and bright and sharp legal scholar. In fact, at one point, the top legal mind in the country, officially for the United States government. But again, get this. When he went through the confirmation hearings to be on the D.C. Circuit, his committee went without question. The Senate committee conversations were uneventful. Nothing came up. He sailed through 18-0. When the vote to place him on the D.C. Circuit went to the full Senate, he sailed through again, 97-0. And folks, that was in 2013. Okay? So for all of those who are talking about, oh, Obama's going to get blocked by the Republicans and he's not going to be able to get anything done because they won't let him, that's the secret weapon that President Obama should call on, and I think he will. In fact, Jeffrey Toobin of CNN called it before this happened, about a couple of years ago before this happened, and saying that he, Srinivasan, is the #1 candidate to be on the Supreme Court. And at the time that Toobin was talking about singing Srinivasan's praises, it was considered highly unlikely that such a situation would ever come up. Well, here we are. Here we are.